Hello everyone. In today's video, I am sharing with you how I am planning on attempting to try to bring back my reverse camera on my 2021 Hyundai Elantra SEL. So as you can see, here is like my radio media control managing system. And normally if I'd go ahead and click on the button down here that does indicate to turn on my camera, it would normally turn on. But unfortunately, although I'm pressing it, nothing is happening. So I am going to try to manually reset it by doing a little bit of a trick, so to say, and I hope it works. But even when I pull it into reverse, it does not show my camera on the display. So I'm going to try something. I am going to put it back in park, and I am going to turn off my vehicle and pop my hood like so to see if this works. Okay, next step, now that I've popped the hood and I have the prop bar in its proper place, is I'm going to go over to my battery and I am going to disconnect the negative battery terminal first and then the positive battery terminal secondly. Now, as you can see here, the positive part of the battery terminal is covered. All you need to simply do to expose this would be to push this clip inward and pull forward. And you will see it's a little bit different than the other side, but it is still that you can go ahead and disconnect that by loosening these bolts. Alright, so for this task of disconnecting the battery, I am using a 10mm socket extension with my socket wrench, and I do have it in the loosen position. And as I said, first of all, I am going to loosen the negative part of the battery terminal post first. So I will do that by simply loosening this bolt just a little bit, enough to pop it off of the battery post itself. And once I can slip that off, then I will work on the positive aspect of it. Alright, so I must say this, once you finally get that bolt loosened, you will need to do a little bit of wiggling to essentially loosen this area, especially if you've never loosened the negative battery post. But once you go ahead and you loosen it, you can see it will easily start to slide in the upward position. Just be careful not to go ahead and damage any of these components. I'm going to rock it back and forth, slowly lifting upward at the same time with two hands until I get it off. Okay, as you can see here, I have successfully disconnected the negative battery terminal that was on my battery post. And as I said, just be careful because this one part is like sort of like a locking washer that when you tighten it, it tightens everything up for you. So you will need to do a little wiggle though, and it should come out just fine for you. Now to work on the positive side, I'm going to pinch this in on this side, and I'm going to loosen this screw. Now that the negative part is off, I will not get electrocuted. So I'll loosen that, and then again, just simply slide it up a little bit so I can pop it off. Now I have loosened the positive battery terminal, less corrosion because obviously this has a cap to secure everything in place, but I haven't unscrewed it all the way, but just enough that I can wiggle it upward until I can easily remove it. Now the wires are a little bit tight here because there's not much play. So okay, I just want to say for the record, this is not something that's very easy to do. I would not recommend anyone trying to do this frequently, just due to the fact that the positive battery terminal wires are zip tied right here, and if you look back down there as well, and that's basically to prevent any kind of engine components from ever nicking them or anything else like that. So they're very secure and in place. In order to get the positive battery terminal cable connector off of the post, you must gently pull up and slide up with your other hand after you've loosened this bolt. Okay, it does work, you just need to be very careful. Obviously putting it back on won't be a problem. Now we're gonna go inside and I'm gonna try the trick to see if it will fix my camera problems. Okay, and I'm back inside the vehicle, and all it simply told me to do was press on my brake pedal for 30 seconds with the negative and the positive battery terminal post cables disconnected. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So now I am done pressing on the brake pedal, and I'm about to go back out to put everything back together as it once was. So as I said, it's going to be easier to put these positive battery cable back on the post. Simply a slide and glide. Again, being careful while doing this. Slid right back in its proper position. I'm going to tighten this 10 millimeter bolt carefully, and once it's all tightened up, I'm going to work on closing that and putting back on the negative battery cable on to the battery post. Now I'm going to work on tightening the battery cable bolt back on until it's tight. Okay, so it's all tight. Now I'm going to close the door for the positive battery cable access. And now to do the fun part of reconnecting the negative battery cable to the negative battery post. You will hear an electric charge. No worry, you shouldn't get electrocuted. You'll hear a couple series of clicks, and then it's just a matter of tightening this. All right, and we're all tightened up here, almost there. Okay, now it's time to experience the fun part. I'm still gonna leave the hood open, and I'm gonna go head on inside and see if my camera now works. All right, everyone, so I'm back inside the vehicle, and I am going to start my vehicle with the hood open and just see what happens to my display. I am so excited. Let's hope everything goes ahead and works for me. I have no clue what's going to happen from here. Let's go. Foot on the brake. Press start. And confirm. I have actually turned on the air, and it's set at 72 degrees out today. I need to put it on low, and I am going to put it in reverse with the hood open to see if that camera comes up. And it looks like this is not working. The fix has not fixed. I'm going to push the button to see if anything changes that way. Nope, no changes. So unfortunately this is a fail, but for yourself you may want to give it a try to see whether or not it will work for you. Personally, I wasn't sure whether or not it was or it wasn't. Fingers crossed that it was going to work, but unfortunately it has not. If anything, by watching this video you have learned. You try, you troubleshoot on your own. If you can't figure it out on your own, you look for outside resourcing. I have learned how to change out my battery now by disconnecting my battery terminals to their post, the cables to the post. And other than that, I hope you'll enjoy this video. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more great videos such as this one. And thank you so much for your time watching, and I hope you have a great, wonderful day. Take care now. Bye. No fix.